Well, hello, hello, my beautiful songbirds. I pray everybody is doing well. We're going to jump right in. Today, I want to talk about a couple of things. Number one, I want to talk about articulation and how articulation is so important when we sing. Why? Because a lot of times, just because someone who's standing right in front of you can hear you, about time your sound gets to the end or to the back of the space that you're singing in, articulation starts to get lost, right? So if we're singing like, oh, Jesus, I love. First of all, why would we be singing like that? But if we are singing and our mouth is barely open, what are we doing? We are restricting our soft palate. Where's our soft palate? At the roof of our mouth towards the back. And that is our amplifier. So it's exactly what it's saying. If we're not articulating, that means we're not moving our tongue out of the place enough, and we're not opening our mouth up enough. Okay. And articulation, when we articulate correct, we are opening our mouth, we are lifting our soft palate, and we are amplifying our words. If we remember, sound is in our pharynx, it's in our throat. Articulation is in the front on our lips. Okay. And we studied that already. We said that as soon as we open our mouth and we start making sound, you know exactly what the song is without having to put words to it. It's when you put words to it that you're just saying what's being said, okay? So articulation is a big deal. How do we get articulation? By doing repetitive scales, repetitive vowel shapes, and repetitive words, okay? By over exaggerating. So when we say A, E, I, O, U, we want to say it exactly. A, E, I, O, U. Okay, we're going to do that 4 times. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Look at my mouth. A, E, I, O, U. Good. Last time. And A, E, I, O, U. So you see how intentional I was by really opening my mouth. When y'all do this, I want you to look in the mirror because it's not A, E, I, O, U. Of course, the sound is going to come out, but the articulation and the tongue placement and how our mouth should be shaped on certain vowels is very important. So we want to make sure that we open up, okay? We're going to speed it up. A, E, I, O, U. 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 A, E, I, E, U. Okay? So I want y'all to try it, okay? Here we go. I'll snap. 1, 2, ready, and. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. That's where you should be. 2 more. Last one. Okay? And that's just helping you start to understand that even if you're saying something faster, it should not change the articulation. Usually, when we speak faster, is when we want to really over articulate what we're saying because it's getting lost also too within the speed of how you're saying something. So when you are singing fast songs, you want to make sure that you are really articulating what you're trying to say, okay? So we're going to sing that. Well, first I got to turn on my piano, huh? A, E, I, O, U. 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 A-E-I-O-U, 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 A-E-I-O-U. Okay, very good. You try. Here we go. Keep going. Breathe. Last one. Okay. So go back and listen to me and then go and do your scale or yes as you're doing it. We should know this by heart. What are those, y'all? Half steps. We do the half step scale. So that's all you're doing. A-E-I-O-U, 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 A-E-I-O-U. Okay? So you should know exactly. What we're trying to do is tempo and pace. Rhythm is important because rhythm also identifies what a song is. We know a rhythm. Everybody knows. We know that's Michael Jackson. Maybe you young kids don't know. I don't know. And you want to be started. Okay, we know that is what's his name? Not Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson. You want to be starting something, right? Because the rhythmic pattern within it is letting you know the identifies the song. So rhythms identify the songs, melody identifies the songs, and then the words. That's why when everybody tells you, you know that song, da 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 da, right? I think that's so funny because everybody does it worldwide because our ears naturally pick up melody before they start to pick up the actual words, okay? So let's begin to do some fun warm-ups, okay? Okay, that's our first one. Here we go. Continue. Good. Don't sag on pitch. Good. Recognize where your voice is. That one should kind of put us right at the peak. Right at the peak, okay? We're going to start doing vowels. We're going to do A, E, the I, the O, and the U, okay? And we're going to say Okay, so what do we want to be recognizing? First of all, what is the coordination happening in the back? The reason I say that is because you can't really change A. A is like this, A. Okay, so no matter if you're in the lower part of your register or the higher part of your register, the vowel shape in the front is going to stay the same. But what are we doing? We're opening the back of our throat so that it can be changing with us as we go higher in our register, okay? So remember, Focus on your throat. Stabilize the A. Here we go. Let me get a little sip of water, okay? So if you noticed, and if you didn't notice, you were just trying to get through the scale and you go back and listen to it again or rewind it, what you want to notice is you did have to start smiling brighter. Because at first the A this way, A was okay. But then as you start again, A, you really had to brighten up the smile more and put it on the tongue. But your throat is doing the coordination. Okay? I really need y'all to get that understanding. We're focused on the coordination of our throat, of our pharynx, which is the technical term we want to say. And the A is a part of the articulation. So if you can separate it, ooh, you bad, okay? So now we're going to go E. A, E. Look at my tongue. E. Look where my mouth is. E. Eyebrows are up. E. Y'all keep going. Don't bounce your head like I'm doing. Good. E. Give me two more. Last one and go. E. Now, if y'all see my face, first of all, I don't have no makeup on. And my skin has nothing but the Lord. Okay. Anyway, y'all know we're family. But when you do the E R A E, you see that vowel modification is completely different. Vowel modification. What is vowel modification? It's a vowel, right, that modifies the shape of your mouth. But it also modifies the shape of the throat a bit. Why do we say that? When we're singing in our lower registers, we're letting all that resonance sit within our chest. This is the largest part of our chest where resonance can take place. Look at all that resonance. Look at all that space, right? But what happens is different vowels and higher notes, they have to start going where? Through the bridge of our nose. So look at all that space being narrowed into your nose, right? That's why we have to understand vowel modification is trying to help you keep that same volume and power, but also placing it where it's supposed to go so that you're not screaming, okay? So, A-E, let's go to I. I not my favorite one, but it's a part of the vowels, okay? I. Make sure you're not saying I. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 2, ready, and I. Come on. Good. Good. Oh, let's start that again, y'all. I guess I got a little just carried away. 1, 2, ready, and I. Two more. Very, very good. What was happening in the back of your throat? I'm warming up in real time, like y'all. Everybody, let's do a little vocal fry. Maybe I'm doing that more for me, but y'all do it, okay? Very good. Give me 2 more. Let's do our highest one we can. Yeah. You don't have to do that, but that's how I know if my voice is warmed up, okay? So we're at the A-E-I-O. Oh, feel that coordination. Oh. One last one. Oh. Now the O's are to me the easiest ones. Why? Because of where your larynx is. So the reason opera singers can sing so high and so full is because they keep a lower larynx. Where is our larynx? Right here. So if everybody goes, oh, 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 you feel how that slid down? Oh, oh. Okay? It's lowered. Your larynx is lowered, right? Well, we don't sing like that, really. We're not opera singers. So we have to learn to keep our vocal folds, excuse me, our larynx stabilize more so. So even when we're moving up in different vowel shapes, our larynx naturally wants to move up, y'all. It's a natural occurrence. But what we want to do is not thin out the larynx so much, because now we're headed to a dry place and we don't want our vocal folds to get dry, okay? So the larynx, this is a good teaching. Y'all need to play this one over and over again, because this is a good one. Come on, Jesus. But you want to make sure that the larynx is not getting raised overly. So that's why O is so easy, because it's your larynx is lowered, okay? That's why it sounds good in the choir. That's why everybody understands a O, because it puts us in a nice long, our throat is open and our larynx is lowered, okay? Here we go. Now we're on our last one. A-E-I-O, ooh, ooh. Ooh is another one that is very good. Ooh. Don't you feel that? Ooh. 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 Very good, y'all. Good. Good. And you should feel your larynx wanting to pull up. Stay in control. Last one. Good. You should have felt on the oohs that it wanted to, it was pulling up more. Because look, if I do O way up here. Oh. You don't feel any strain. It's almost like I don't even feel like that's a higher note. But if I go ooh, it naturally wants to pull you up. So you have to recognize when your voice is trying to pull you somewhere. It's telling you that because it's indicating to you you're shifting. And the vowel is trying to make you modify. Y'all know I be feeling the Lord all the time, okay? And if you come to me, you know when I'm trying to just like, ooh, okay? But yes, the vowel is trying to modify itself. It's trying to tell you, hey, it's getting harder, or I'm pulling you away from that. Modify, open up your throat, okay? All right? Vowel modification is important. Now, we don't want to overthink vowel modifications, but we want to be aware that it's trying to change the shape of what's happening, okay? We're gonna we're gonna so what are we doing? We are starting at one note. We are crescendoing to another note, okay? Control it with your core. from one note to the next note seamlessly without them feeling breaks. What are breaks, everyone? We know this one. Breaks are the passagios, or the bridge, right? It's the bridge. It's the bridge between the next register to the next register. And many times we don't really recognize that we're having a break there because we start screaming or we start singing softer. So wherever you start feeling pulling, like, oh, I want to sing softer here, or I want to sing louder here, okay? That break usually happens when we go from our lower register into our mixed voice. Your mixed voice is recognizing, I still feel low, but I'm moving into the mix. And it starts to make you want to push on the gas and start to scream or start to get louder. Don't get louder, adjust. In the face, in the mouth, and in the tongue, right? Allowing resonance to move naturally where it wants to move. The next break happens when we move from our mixed voice into our higher register, our head voice, okay? And it wants to get softer. It makes you want to flip into falsetto sooner than you need to, okay? Try not to flip into falsetto. We're going to do an old school one that helps identify immediately when you are shifting. Mama made me mash my M&Ms, okay? Kimberly, you know this one, okay? Kimberly, I bet she's like, Miss Kiki, why you got to say my name? Sorry. Okay, here we go. Mama made me. Hands on chest before I tell you. Hands on instructions. Hands on chest. This is also an indicator to show you where your range has grown to, okay? If you should even feel vibration as you're talking down in your chest. Once you don't feel vibration right here, that means your resonance has moved and now you're moving to your mixed voice, okay? Here we go. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Articulate. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. 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 It should be getting a little lighter. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. You should feel it moving up. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Mine is leaving. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. I don't feel mine anymore. I don't know if you feel yours anymore, or is it starting to move? How do you know that you've moved? Somebody let me know what happens. That nose starts to flare. So now if you look in the mirror, you can see your nose starting to kind of get big, okay? So here we are. We're in our mixed voice. 2 fingers here. You should feel resonance, or you can go put the finger underneath the nose. On the ga, you're not going to feel it. Why? Because you're still hovering in between mix and chest. Mine left. Now we're in our head voice. Okay? And then you just go until you can't go anymore. But those are giving you indicators of where you are. Okay? So articulation is in the front. Sound is in the back. Over articulate so they can hear you in the back. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.